are in downtown St. Paul on the XL Energy Center for the 2021 State High School Volleyball Tournament. Today on CCX, a quarterfinal round matchup between the unseeded Roseville Raiders and the number 1 seed, the Wayzata Trojans. From XL, John Jacobson and Andy Gugasberg. Andy, so glad to be back at the state tournament. This is an event we missed terribly a year ago.
Absolutely. It's so good to be in this energy, in this environment. It's a great hockey arena, but I will always consider it the home of the state volleyball tournament.
Wayzata comes in 31-0, and unquestionably, Andy, in Class 4A, they are the favorite this week.
Yeah, it's not a conversation, really. There was one team that I thought, and some other people that have watched a lot of ball this year, Egan might be able to give them a push. Egan lost in the section final to Eastridge, so Eastridge coming in here. But I looked at it; they have lost a total of 6 sets, and they are 6-0 against the tournament field here this year, including 2 wins over number 2 seed Eden Prairie. No question, it is their tournament to win.
Roseville comes in a record of 20-9. None of these girls have been to state. Head coach Greg Hewland has been here plenty of times, but the most recent time for a Raiders team was 2016.
Yeah, that Raiders team in 2016 had some pretty special athletes. It's been a few years. Greg has done a great job. He is one of the most well-respected high school coaches in the state of Minnesota, not just on the volleyball court, but also as a track and field coach. He's a great man and gets everything he can out of his athletes.
They went to 5 sets in their section final to beat Stillwater. Wayzata beat a very good Champlin Park team in 3 in a match you and Jay Wilcox did last week. They looked on top of their game.
Yeah, we've covered a few of their games, but the way that Scott Jackson's squad ran through Champlin Park, it was scary to see how efficient they were on that night, and I'm excited to see what they bring today.
4 classes in volleyball this year, 4th class added this year, and there are 2 quarterfinal matches going on right now, and they are introducing the starters over on court 2 between Lakeville North and Rogers. That's why you see the players on this court of the match we're about to do just standing here because they're waiting for the court announcement for all the players will be introduced here in just a few minutes. Let's look at our key players for today's match. Andy, starting with Roseville, Gabby Kopp is a senior, and she has really had a good season.
Yeah, Kopp just had you see it just in the pure joy she plays the game with, as we see as they're warming up earlier today. She is a fantastic leader, leads the team in kills, is the kid that everybody goes after in serve receive, passes about 60% of the court, and not bad for a kid that's set on last year's Raider team, proving once again that this team is all about we over me. They do a great job, whatever Coach Greg Hewland needs them to do. Look for Kopp to get the ball early and often and see if she can attack this ginormous Wayzata block.
A lot of talent on Wayzata's side. We're going to look at their sophomore setter today, Stella Swenson.
Stella Swenson is arguably the best setter in the state of Minnesota, regardless of class, and almost certainly the best sophomore setter in the country. She is phenomenal. The way the ball leaves her hands, she puts her hitters in great positions to score. She is ridiculously competitive, won't lose a game of tag with her younger sister, hasn't for years. She is a fierce competitor, a wonderful leader, and without doubt, one of the key players that are going to be running through the state of Minnesota for the next few years here.
For Wayzata, what's their key? I mean, you just try not to look ahead to tomorrow, look ahead to Saturday, think in your mind of that state championship trophy 2 days before it happens?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the tournament has a weird feel to it this year. You know, the banquet was yesterday, which is normal the day before the first match. But now they're going to play today, play tomorrow, and then have Friday off before they come back and play in a championship, hopefully on Saturday. They really have got to make sure they take care of today. We look back to 2019, Egan, the prohibitive favorite. They were looking to Wayzata and almost dropped a match to Minnetonka in the semifinals, giving Wayzata all the ammo they needed to come out and take that championship 2 years ago. Wayzata knows how that can feel, so they're going to do what they can to be as disciplined as possible and get in and out of here in 3 sets.
We'll take a break and come back with the first set. Roseville and Wayzata volleyball from St. Paul on CCX right after this.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
We're about set for the first set between Wayzata and Roseville in the quarterfinal round of the Class 4A volleyball tournament. So how did each team get to this point today? Each coming through their respective sections. Roseville in Section 4 4A and Wayzata in Section 5 4A. For the Raiders, they took out Roseville in 5 sets. There's the match-winning point to get to the state tournament for the first time since 2016. Always great to see the dog pile, right?
Yes, absolutely. And there's a picture of the girls and the managers yesterday at the banquet. Very excited to have them back in the Xcel Energy Center and across the street at River Center yesterday for the banquet.
And we referenced it earlier, Wayzata taking care of Champlin Park in the Section 5 final. And before a huge crowd at Osseo High School, and here's how they got it done to win. Really overpowering, especially from the middle of that second set on, that Champlin Park just had no answer. You know, that's been the case for every opponent this year that Wayzata's had.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a dog pile. Yeah, it was great, but at 25-12, it's not nearly the ecstatic as you get when Stillwater drops that 5th set to Roseville.
Let's look at the Class 4A bracket. It's Wayzata's the top seed. As we mentioned, Lakeville North and Rogers playing on the other court right now. The other quarterfinal round matches, Eden Prairie, the number 2 seed, taking on Forest Lake, and then Eastridge and Jefferson also at 3 p.m. Semifinals tomorrow, the championship on Saturday. And we are underway with set 1. Roseville had the first serve of the game, and the first ball comes short of the net, and the Trojans get the opening point, and they lead at 1-0 to start set 1. Wayzata on your left in blue, Roseville on your right in the white. Katie Revere will serve it here for Wayzata. Quick set block by Jesuits. Attack, and swing goes wide off the hip from Gabby Kopp, and it's 2-0 Trojans. To look at the starters, Cregan, Kopp, DeVries, Hefferman, Crump, Davison, and Gondek. And then for Wayzata, Jesuits, Moore, Gerger, Goldstein, Revere, Swenson, and Vogel. A block through hands, and down for a point. Roseville is on the board.
Kopp rips that one through the block. Nice swing from her on her second opportunity. Roseville, that first point was a little scary for me. They looked a little nervous as we take a look at Scott Jackson taking a smooth smile at his athletes. They are in a rhythm right now as we are back to live volleyball.
Sophia Gondek with the serve here for Roseville. Swenson setting it up for Avery Jesuits, handled by the Raiders. They go to Kopp again, off of Ella Vogel and down, and the Raiders are tied at 2.
Kopp undersized at 5'7", really does a nice job. She takes one off the block, and then that one goes through the seam. Really nice swing from her right there as well.
Gondek serving right at Revere. Swenson quick set. Off hands on the swing from Gerger. Left-handed swing gets blocked off the attack from Crump. Crump will go back to Kopp and is able to went just a little long. It's a point for Wayzata. I thought she had dropped in the red, but just a little long, and Trojans go back up by 1.
Take a look at the end of this play here. It's a nice roll shot. The deep line is open as Revere jumps up, but she does miss that one deep.
Sophia Johnson rotates in and serves here, and that goes up high off Kayla Stakoviak, and it's an ace for Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson, really good server. I don't have the stats in front of me. I'm sure you do, John, somewhere. Has to be near the team lead in ace. Her and Swenson have just a vicious float serve, both of them do.
Now Swenson coming in with 55 aces. That was Johnson's 44th. She is second to Stella Swenson. Roseville able to answer in the attack. Hattie DeVries. And it's 4-3 Wayzata.
Another good swing here. That roll shot to one seems to be open. I don't know if there was something on the film that kept the right back defender up for Wayzata there, but that's twice they've gone for it, and twice one time it worked, the other time it was a little deep.
Kaya Viem's serving. Left side swing for Moore. Nicely picked up by Stakoviak. Good dig on that ball by Vogel. Down the line and a kill for Sierra Moore.
Good transition opportunity there. Moore doing the work without the ball, gets paid off and takes that one down the line.
Today, National Letter of Intent Day, and Moore, one of the seniors who's signed on for college volleyball, head to Maryland, Baltimore County next year. Ella Vogel serves. Quick set in the middle. Nice play on the dump there by DeVries. Able to get it off the hand and out.
Yeah, good quick transition swings again. Roseville not playing like they are afraid of anything Wayzata's bringing. Pretty fearless here to start.
Top serve. Handled by Revere. Back set Swenson. And a lot of muscle between that swing. Mel Goldstein with her first kill.
She's so smooth, Goldstein is on that slide. We've seen it for the last few weeks here. She's got one blocker and she beats her down the line. Really nice finish there.
Swenson serving. Back set Swenson. Revere gets it off the hands of Logan Cregan and out. 7-4 Wayzata.
We talked early on about how Swenson puts the ball on the tee and she does it right there. Revere loves hitting off of her, has for the last couple years here.
Deep with that serve, handled by Vigems. And that was just a mishit into the net. And another point for the Trojans, and they're up by 4.
Scott Jackson begging his athletes to wait on the block. That's an out-of-system swing, getting him comfortable, playing with intensity.
Swenson floating that one, again handled by Vigems. A little strong on the swing from Cregan. Just a freshman, number 2 for Roseville. 9-4, and we get a timeout for Roseville.
Yeah, we saw the difference, and we saw why head coach Greg Hewlin mentioned that Kopp was their go-to player right in the mix for the first 9 points, and then she rotates to the back row, and suddenly Wayzata goes on a big run. Granted, Wayzata doing everything they can to take care of the ball, but when their number 1 player goes to the back row, there's a big difference in the offensive output from this Raider squad. Greg Hewlin in his 14th year, he's very comfortable here, but as we mentioned in the pregame, the Raiders are not.
Raiders, a team that need to get off to a good start. Now falling behind by 5, but not as strong when they lose that first set.
Right, and part of it is they come from a conference. The Suburban East put 3 teams in the state tournament this year. It's a deep conference. Eastridge, Forest Lake, and Roseville all coming out. So there's a couple of them that really push that quickly. On the other side, Wayzata, one of 2 teams from the Lake Conference that comes in, but they've dropped 6 sets all season. Is that correct?
Right. I mean, yeah, and they've only lost 1 first set all season.
So Swenson looking to keep that streak going here, trying to take her team to a first set victory. Long way to go here, but they are up 9-4.
Shove it into the net on the swing from Cregan. And Wayzata goes up 10-4. Serve at Copper, can't get to that one. That just died.
Yeah, that's a beautiful float serve. Stella Swenson pulls the string on that one to pull a baseball term at you, and you just see the bottom drop out. Kopp expecting that ball to get a little deeper and can't even get there with a pancake.
56th kill of the season for her, this time into the net. Roseville gets a much-needed side out.
I love that Roseville student section. A missed serve, and they lose their mind.
set. Goldstein got it in.
Goldstein's second kill of the afternoon here. Really good job on the A there to get that ball where she needed it. Nice swing to finish.
Avery Jesuits in, replacing Sophia Johnson.
One of the things that happens at the state tournament is we have a full officiating crew, and they are getting used to each other. So there's a little bit of delay in the substitution, as I think both the down ref and the coaches knew that the sub was good, but the table was a little late in getting it in.
Moore serving, her team up by 7. Off of Kopp. Played back in by Veach. And it falls over the net. Swenson, though, ready for it. Jesuits will top it over, and that's
double contact.
Double contact and the point for Roseville.
Jesuits laughing at herself there, knowing that that two-handed push isn't the move that needs to happen. Back to serve number 24, Cadence Davidson, also a freshman.
Swenson goes to Goldstein. Davidson able to save that one. And a point here for Wayzata. We have a Roseville player in the net.
Tight pass back row setter. Really smart play by Jesuits to go up there and get it.
Goldstein back to serve. 13-6. Trojans lead. Blocked by Jesuits on the swing from Cregan. And saved by Goldstein. Swenson back, tapped over by Revere. Kopp makes a layout on that ball. Cregan got it across. Swenson, quick set. The Berger. She puts it away.
Yeah, nice long rally there. Great defensive effort by Moore, and the finish by Gerger. Love to see the middles getting the ball in transition. It's a long tournament, and those middles are going to carry a lot of weight for Wayzata.
14-6 Trojans as Goldstein serves. To the middle, the swing. Jesuits gets the block on Camille Crump. Nice layout on that ball by Gondak. Swing handled at the net. Swenson, quick set. And Gerger with the kill. Off with Gondak and down.
Really nice swing to finish again there. Gerger having a real nice match so far. 2 swings, 2 kills. Take a look at the end of this one here. It's a nice pickup. They're going to hang it a little bit for her, and she goes right into zone 6 over the block.
Attack comes from Hefferman. Fear getting across now. Roseville back and swung over by Cregan. Swenson in the middle of Moore. Dug up by Kopp. Overpass handled by Jesuits. Set to the middle, and it drops in. Hannah Hefferman with the kill.
Hefferman, the senior middle blocker here, sees that there is a middle in the left back, which means Vogel, who's all state and honestly one of the best in the country I've seen, off the floor. Good window of opportunity there for the Raiders to get a much-needed side out.
Hefferman, third on the team in kills. We get the serve from Stakowiak. All set across. Jesuits off the tape. Handled by Davison. Good swing and good pickup by Gerger. Jesuits. Stakowiak takes that. Hefferman over. No. Double contact whistled. Another point for Wayzata.
Yeah, Wayzata running right now. Davidson does what she can to take care of a tight pass, but not able to handle it well.
Hefferman handled back row. Revere. Roseville scrambling a little bit. Kopp goes cross court. Vogel picked that up. Here's Jesuits. Pick up by Gondak. Over by Hefferman. Swenson off the tape. Roseville got a block on Gerger. Jesuits able to get to the court. A good long rally and the point for Wayzata.
Transition opportunities converted again here for Wayzata. We'll take a look at the end of the point there. That ball goes off the block and down for a point. Really good swing.
Gondek to Kopp into the net.
Could be time. There it is. Yes, timeout from head coach Greg Euland. And I don't know what Greg Euland says right now in this timeout. You know, everything going Wayzata's way. It's not that the Raiders are playing poorly. It's just that Wayzata is that much cleaner and that much faster than Roseville on the other side of the net. Now it's one of those times where, hey, can we just let's dig a side out, let's find a way to get 1 point and then see what happens, because turns out the ball can bounce the other way too. Greg Euland, as I can't speak highly enough about the kind of guy he is and the inclusion that he has for all of his athletes. He is a champion for female athletics across all sports. Very, very familiar with how things work in the real world as well. I have yet to meet a Roseville kid that doesn't speak highly of him, whether they were a volleyball player, whether they were a track athlete, whether they were a guy that just happened to be a student there. Like, we were at I think it was the Buffalo Wild Wings in Roseville, and our server found out that we did volleyball and talked to us about Greg Euland for 20 minutes. He's just an upstanding human being. If you haven't had a chance to get to know him, John, I highly recommend it.
Well, we did a few of their matches back when they played Champo Park, I think 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
5-6 years ago in the state tournament here. And so we had a chance to meet with them and talk with them. I mentioned that some of those teams really strong in 2 fourth-place finishes out of 3 seasons there. As we come back out of the timeout, Wayzata, not surprisingly, goes to the attack again, and Emma Gerger with the kill. And now it's 19-7 Trojans.
Yeah, Gerger's in a space right now. That one set she got from Swenson was a little low. She got blocked. They covered and continued, but she has 0 errors on about 5 swings.
Swenson set outside for Jesuits. Wayzata this time in scramble mode. Vogel able to put it across. Back set. Left-handed swing from Crump picked up. Swenson will dump it over for a point.
Doesn't need to do it often, but does need to keep everybody honest by dumping a ball every once in a while. She picks her moments well, and that's just a gorgeous spot right where nobody is. Vision.
Revere, Kopp, the layout to get to that ball. Here's Swenson, back set here for Revere. The pick-up back row, handled by Stakoviak to get it back to Kopp. Swenson, over. Swing. Got blocked on that, but long rally here. Kopp over, handled back row by Moore. Swenson, the Jesuits, down for a point.
Adjustment made by the Wayzata defense. That roll shot down the line, picked up there by Moore to extend the rally and give Jesuits the opportunity for the swing.
We talked about it a couple times, but I don't think their defense gets enough credit. We talk about how many weapons they have and how good the setter Swenson is, but they really pass and defend well.
Well, it starts with the block, right? So their block takes away a lot of the court, meaning they don't have to dig all 900 square feet. But those defenders, those floor defenders, do a really nice job. Speaking of block, we'll take another look at this one. Off the block and out of bounds that time, as Gerger and Jesuits not able to turn back into 6.
Serve by Gondek goes long. And Wayzata is at 22.
No 3-ball system here at the state tournament, so one of our lovely ushers into the entrance there and picked it up.
He's getting a workout.
As long as I've been here, he's been here. Every time I see him, he offers me a mint. I don't know if it's a suggestion or a requirement, but, you know, take it every time.
Sophia Johnson serves. Picked up by Gondek back row and pushed over by DeVries. Here's Swenson. A lot of power on that one. Great dig by Stakoviak. Got a contact, though, on the Raiders and a point for Wayzata.
23-8, Wayzata up, and Greg Euland doesn't think that ball handling call needed to be made, and I'm not going to disagree with him.
Good serve by Johnson. Set to the middle, over by DeVries. Picked up by Wayzata, and then they dump it down for a point. And we're at set point here in the first set.
Take a look at this, and here's where athleticism just wins. We mentioned Swenson, a very dominant attacker in her own right, takes care of it there.
Swenson. More dug up by Vogel there. Swenson to Revere. Good play by Davison to get to that ball. Here's Kopp attacking and gets the point.
Roseville fighting, you get to double digits. You're going to need one more big swing here from Kopp.
Revere on the serve receive. Here's Swenson to Moore. Gerger from the middle, push it over the blockers, handled by Kopp. Scrambled by Roseville, but DeVries got it across. Swenson goes back to Moore down the line, and there's set one.
Yeah, big strong finish there. Moore taking the ball down the line. That seems to be open for them as well. There's a lot of space there. Big swing to finish. Clean set for Wayzata there. Did everything they needed to do, got everybody involved. First touch was great. They handled the ball well. Looks like they're in a good space here at the end of one set. Take a look at the last point, or the finish to it at least. Swenson puts that ball all the way out to the antenna, and Davidson just not able to get up where Moore is physically.
We're through set one. Wayzata the top seed in 4A with a 25-9 win over Roseville. Rain and snow are coming. A windy, cloudy day for now, though. We're back with more state volleyball from the XL Energy Center right after this.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Good support from Wayzata students out here today watching their top-ranked volleyball team. And Andy, I was telling you before the match, kids got to pace themselves. They're hoping they have 2 more matches down here after today, plus their football team plays in the state tournament on tomorrow night in the quarterfinals.
Should be a great weekend of high school athletics for the Trojans. You know, I'm impressed with the amount of color we're seeing right there. You can see them from the other side of the building, that's for sure.
It's neon day for the Trojans fans and blackout day for the Roseville fans. I would be remiss not to mention section swimming this weekend at all. Also, girls swimming and diving. Wayzata the favorite to win their section in that as well.
Another strong showing from Wayzata here. They seem to be strong in just about every sport every year. Good population base to draw from. Great support from the community.
Ready to go with set 2 here as Katie Revere serves for Wayzata. Partial block by Wayzata. Vogel and bumped over by Jesuits. Set to the outside, and that gets down off of Gerger, and Roseville gets the first point of set 2.
Good long rally. That was the key. That was the key for Wayzata in the section final, winning the long rallies, and there we see it. Roseville winning that point on a long rally. Good defensive effort from them.
Kayla Stakowiak in serving. Swenson a quick set to Gerger. And a point for Wayzata went off a Roseville hand and out.
Yeah, quick side out there. Gerger answering the call again. We'll take a look at this one. Good set. They hang it because Gerger's got to wait a little bit to see it. Off the block and down.
Johnson with the serve. Outside the top to a couple hands. Revere, nice pickup on that ball. Over to Moore, who delivers the kill.
That's fast volleyball right there. There was a great play there by Revere to pick that ball up, and then we see the finish. Good touch, but not enough height on it to extend the rally.
Serve right at Kopp. Set goes backward from Davison, and she gets the point.
Top with another 2 kills here quick in set 2.
Tied up at 2 with Gondek serving. Side swinging down for a point is Sierra Moore. 3-2 Trojans. Jackson just got a little warning that he was getting a little too close to the court.
The things that matter.
I don't think he necessarily appreciated that. Swenson will dump it over.
Her 3rd kill in as many attempts. Extended rally, and Greg Hewlin looking at his bench, talking to his assistant coach about what needs to change, how we need to take care of that. Here we see her. She falls backwards and pushes forward. That is a fairly athletic play to make.
Off the Vogel serve, a swing, and a good swing for a point. That's Hattie DeVries, senior middle of the kill.
Yeah, the ball got pushed a little bit past the middle block, so Hattie's able to take that ball into zone 1. Really good location and a much-needed side out. They're going to need to hang with them early here if Roseville's going to come back and take a set.
Down the line goes Goldstein.
It's automatic from her on that slide. She's so athletic, she's so fast, and Swenson puts it on a tee.
We talked about her in section play being an undersized middle. She leads the team in blocks.
She's so fast. You know, that's in talking with college coaches, yeah, everybody wants a 6'5" middle, but if you have a smaller middle that can move and close space, they're just as effective.
Here by Revere. Roseville recovers and pushed across by DeVries. Swenson, and there's Goldstein for the kill.
She ran the slide well. We talked about how fast she needs to be, and then she runs the other way and runs the gap set for another kill. Doing a really nice job. Swenson giving her a ball on a tee every time, and Goldstein finishing.
Swenson serving. Handled by Stakoviak. Had to go to Kopp. Picked up by Johnson, back row. Swenson across. Moore, cross court. Good pick up by Stakoviak. Pushed across by Kopp. Johnson gets it. Revere dumps it over the blockers and down.
Greg Hewlin's had enough. He will call a timeout. His team trailing 3-7 here early in set 2. That's a frustrating point. You do a lot of really good things, and then the off-speed shot drops clean. Those clean kills, if they're hard-driven, they're momentum stealers because we didn't get enough on it at all. And then the off-speed one, you finally get the off-speed, you get them to shift down a little bit, and you still don't get the pickup, you still don't get the dig. It's a really tough way to lose a point here, and points are proving very tough to come by for this Roseville Raiders squad.
Both schools with their pep bands here. There was a lot of things we missed last year. Not only a state tournament, in any of the regular season matches, we didn't have that either, right? The students here and the pep band and all the ambience that goes with a state tournament.
So, little side note, I've got a couple buddies that we've been coming to the state tournament every year. They've had one since 2009, and we came up with bingo cards that we will use when I'm not busy covering these matches, of course. About 100 different things that you see, and 3 of them are on the volleyball court. Student sections, bands, whiteout, blackout, fluorescent, Jersey Day, all that sort of stuff. We can't hear you, all the chants they do. That's the true greatness that is the state tournament.
Davison, quick set, and there's Goldstein getting up for the walk. Up on Hefferman.
That undersized middle, and that's the other key, right? So you get Gerger out of the back row, out of the front row, and you think you can attack. Goldstein a little undersized, but her hands are so good.
DeVries and Vogel laying out, but went under the net, and point for Roseville.
Great effort from the all-state libero Vogel. Does a really nice job.
8-4. Gabby Kopp back to serve for the Raiders. Swenson. Over by Goldstein, another kill for Mel.
Big swing, small swing, tip, slide, doesn't matter. She is lethal in the front row.
Nine 9-4 with Sierra Moore serving. And it's floated wide by DeVries.
Wind starting to come out of the sails of the Raiders there. That wasn't the same pop that they had in set one. And the Wayzata student section smelling blood in the water.
4 seniors, a junior, and 2 freshmen in the rotation for Roseville. This one comes up short off of Cregan, one of the freshmen. Hits at the net. And now it's 11-4.
Yeah, we talk about the environment. Imagine being a freshman coming into the school's first state tournament since 2016, and you're on the floor. It's a tough space to play.
Swenson, back set, Revere. Another point for Wayzata. You know, I did a story with some of these seniors from Wayzata last week, and Sierra Moore was one of the players who was on the roster 2 years ago but didn't play on their state championship team. And she talked about being here and just said, the lights are so bright and the court, you know, the red and the blue, and, you know, those kind of things resonated with her. And she wasn't even playing. We were just kind of in awe of the whole state tournament atmosphere here.
Yeah, I beat the traffic and got here before security noticed much, so I was over talking with Scott and Greg, and Revere came out and brought about 4 of her teammates with her and said the same thing. Just drink it in, guys. This is a pretty cool environment, pretty cool experience to be a part of. So
there's a block on the swing from Cregan. Wayzata able to answer everything Roseville's trying to do here, and another timeout for the Raiders. It's now 14-4, run of 6 in a row here for Wayzata.
Take a look at this serve here and everything going Wayzata's way. That's a great serve. The pass is pretty good. Davidson with a nice high set to the outside, but the freshman not going to get a ball past those 2 senior blockers. Wayzata rolling here, pushing through set 2, and look for this may be the time, and I don't know if Scott Jackson did such a great job in the section semifinal getting the rest of his roster on the floor. We'll see what he does today. I'd really like to see some of those kids that don't get as much playing time in. Take a look at this. Not only are they undefeated in the year, they've dropped 6 sets, and they're ranked number 12 in the country. And that is from the people I've talked to that have seen this team on tape, that might be underranked. Some people have them in the top 10. There's a lot of great high school teams around the country, Wayzata being one of them, and nationally recognized, and rightfully so.
Have not played a 5th set all season. They haven't actually played one since 2018. That looks back at their 2019 season, and they didn't play one in that year either. I take that back. They hadn't lost a 5-set match since 2019. They played one, obviously, against Egan in the state championship 2 years ago, but have not lost a 5-set match since 2018. Going for win number 52 in a row, leading 14-5 here in the second set. Raiders trying to rally and play strong here in the rest of this set. Division serving. Here is Goldstein with the attack and the kill.
Just efficient. It's a I believe it was like a 9-point run from Wayzata. Second timeout called, missed serve. Roseville takes a breath, and before they can exhale, Wayzata scores a point on a serve receive kill and gets the ball back.
(15-5) with Goldstein serving. A nice run of points last set serving. Punched over here by Gondek. Front row Swenson goes to Revere. Off of top shoulder and out.
Nice swing here from the senior right side. Again, you know, that blocker, the freshman, does a nice job blocking down, which is what you normally do, but Swenson isn't most setters. She can reverse that ball from just about anywhere and does there.
Ball put across by Hefferman. Swenson quick set. Little tap that time by Gerger. And able to put it over the front blocker and in.
Take a look at this tip. Really good location. Recognition. Maybe she was a little early as well, recognizing that she doesn't quite have her full arm on that ball. Gets us to 17-5.
Hefferman getting blocked. Top goes to Hefferman again over the blockers. Nice layout by Jesuits. Revere cross court. Gondek getting it back up and over by Cregan. Swenson on the outside to Jesuits. Too strong. Point Roseville. Good plays by the Raiders there, and they get the side out.
Not a lot of errors from Wayzata so far today. That's one there as Jesuits tries to go deep 6 and misses.
Camille Crump back in as Cadence Davidson serves long. Side out Wayzata.
Ewan reassessing the situation, barking out some commands to his athletes about how to get out of this rotation as Revere serves tough.
Set, get a block. Front row, now they go to Jesuits. Nice layout by Kopp, and is able to play it over off the pass from Cregan. Swenson will dump another one.
Nobody expected that. There were 12 feet firmly planted on the ground as that ball went to the floor. Swenson so deceptive with that. And in comes, is this Molly Soderlund? Yeah.
In for the first time today. She'll replace Sierra Moore. (19-6) with Katie Revere serving. Davison back set, swing across, and it's Claire Cox with her first kill of the match.
A substitution earlier, not part of the normal rotation, but Cox comes in, is asked to get a kill and does.
Here's another point for Wayzata. Kill for the junior Jesuits. Excuse me, sophomore.
Sophomore, yep. Another first. Another quick swing inside out there, and Soderlund, the other Soderlund, this is Emily, in for Jesuits to serve.
Emily, the senior DS, serving this one. There's Kopp. Swenson, and Berger got out of that ball. Just a relentless attack, isn't it?
It's never ending. They might be siding out at 100% in this set.
Swing and the hit long by Crump. 22-7 Wayzata.
Sluttendahl into the game for Roseville.
Serve from Emily Soderlund again. Davison in the middle and the kill. Cool hands by Hannah Hefferman. Heffernan, a senior, gets Roseville to 8. Swenson outside. Good block on that ball by Sluttendahl, and they go back the second time and setting up Molly Soderlund. She puts it away this time.
Another side out on the first service opportunity from Wayzata.
Annie Rosen in for Wayzata. She will serve here. senior. Blocked by Goldstein at the net. Here's Revere, Swenson. Soderlund can't get that one. It's point for the Raiders.
Soderlund tries to go fancy into the cross court and just misses it.
Kaya Viams back in and serving. Goes right at Rosen. Swing and a kill. Molly Soderlund, her second kill here late in set 2.
Take a look here. Good ball again. Swenson to Soderlund down the line. Bang, bang play. Set point.
Off the still of Swenson serve. And another ace for the sophomore in Wayzata. Another 25-9 win. And they're up 2-0.
It's business. It's business right now. They are here with a mission in mind. They're going to get in and out of here as fast as possible, see if they can get the sweep and get off their feet and get ready for whoever comes from the other side of the curtain.
We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Set 3 on the way from the XL Energy Center. It's all Wayzata so far. 25-9, 25-9. Trojans up on the Raiders 2-0.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Drive along 7th Street in St. Paul. CCX got to XL Energy Center this morning to set up for the start of 4A tournament here. The first matches of the day. Lakeville North and Rogers across on the other side of the big black curtain. And we're focused, of course, on Wayzata and Roseville, the top-seeded Trojans with 2 25-9 wins, Andy, and looking to sweep.
Yeah, hot knife through butter right now. Everything going Wayzata's way. They've been doing great things all year, and we've seen nothing but that so far here to start this match. Everyone keeps looking up. There's a little bit of some scoreboard issues. We're going to see if they can get that all figured out. The demeanor that Scott Jackson's squad has had all year is when it's time to be business, it's time to be business. But when we get time to get our brain off volleyball, we have a lot of fun too. And you just see the smiles on their faces. Even Scott's every once in a while. He hates it when we catch it on camera, but every once in a while, we'll get more than just that grin we're getting right now. Yeah, Scott, we're talking about you.
Ready to go is Kayla Stakoviak serving for Roseville. Katie Revere gets it off Stakoviak, and first point of set 3 goes to Wayzata. This is the start of the tournament, Andy. As we mentioned, 4 classes this year, so a little different, not a 3A tournament anymore.
Yeah, it's and the way the schedule sets itself up, it sets itself up nicely for the 4A teams. They're mostly metro-ish teams, so they'll play today and tomorrow, and then the first, third, and fifth place matches will be on Saturday. They'll have Friday off. Small classes, 1A and 2A, don't even play today. They start tomorrow and go 3 days in a row.
Good serve from Revere. Raiders scrambling, but they handled that. Berger, back row. Good run down by Davison and over by Crump. Swenson will set it outside. Jesuits floating it across. That Gondek picked that ball up. Swenson put it over. Hefferman was ready for that one. Good long rally here. Swenson! Oh, that was like a slam dunk. Got all of that ball.
Not like a slam dunk.
It
the
was.
ref calls it a slam dunk and says it is a held ball.
Okay.
I don't know. I get it. The ball started on her left. There was a change of direction there. I understand the call. I don't think it needed to be made, but I get it.
To Revere, into the net. And Roseville back-to-back points here have tied the third set up at 2.
Roseville playing with life here.
Contact to the back row with her serve. The Moore. Jesuits. Ball gets picked up. Here's Revere and floated over by Moore. Davison, good set. And across by DeVries. Swenson, a little tip by Gerger. Is off bounds. Jesuits, a pass it to Swenson. Back to Jesuits, cross court. Kopp with the pickup. Kopp gets blocked. And the layout by Revere. Great rally here. And Crump off hands and the point for Roseville.
The longest rally of the tournament so far, and a great finish there as Roseville just kept going and kept going. We'll take a look at the end of the play here. Big block, late hands from Jesuits, tooled and out of bounds.
Revere, and got that one in. Greg Hewlin's like, no, he's not in. They're tied up.
Take another look here. It's a nice set, back row swing, and Greg may have a point.
Back row, it's Johnson picking that ball up. Swenson for Moore. A tough spot there, Andy. Wasn't able to cut it for a point.
Yeah, great idea there on the swing opportunity. Looking to go sharp cross. And Supercut's not quite open this early.
Ejim serving, Revere got it across, handled by Kopp, back set. Swing off the tape. And the point for Hattie DeVries. Roseville playing well here in the early part of set 3 and leading 5-3.
Just calm and collected. We see this nice set to the right side off the block and down. And a quick miss serve there from Roseville gets Wayzata the ball back, and they're back within 1.
Viam's missing on the serve. And it's over to Vogel. Here's Kopp. Swinging. It's Johnson to Swenson. Set Revere. Good dig in the back row by Viams on that ball. Here's Moore trying to go line, looking for a tip call. Got it. And a point for Wayzata.
Great finish there by Moore as that ball's a little tighter than she wanted it. Throws it off the block and down for a point.
Davison going to DeVries in the front row. Here's Swenson setting up Moore. Able to cut this one for a point.
Moore into the butter corner there. Back-to-back swings, back-to-back points. Take a look here. Good outside set. She kind of goes wrist away. You can tell by the spin on the ball there. Really good corner.
Set up by 1. They've got 3 points in a row here. Here's Kopp with the swing, handled by Revere. Swenson outside. Moore will push it. Picked up by Viams. At the net. Roseville point. Tied at 6. Look at it again.
Yeah, it was used off the block down for a point. Our ref had his hands go the wrong way, causing some confusion, but we got the call right.
Kopp serves. Revere to Swenson. Set Goldstein. Kopp pushes this one over. Swenson sets it for Moore. Point for Wayzata.
When Swenson puts that ball on with tempo, it's almost unstoppable as Moore in rhythm takes her big swing to score. 7-6 Wayzata.
Sierra Moore and Katie Revere each with over 200 kills on the season. Moore second on the team to Revere in kills as Swenson sent that serve long, and we're tied again. Now it's 7. Leah Williams back in to serve. Vogel wisely lets that go. Teams exchange missed serves. Jesuits in for Johnson. And DeVries in for Williams. So Gondek back in. Sierra Moore, a little bit of tape on that serve. Swenson in the middle. Vogel set it up to Jesuits. Davison. And the swing too strong from Cregan.
Wayzata up 2 here after a strong start from Roseville.
Cregan, and too strong. And Roseville is now fallen behind by 3. They're leading 5-3. Now it's 10-7. Wayzata.
Cox entering the game again for Roseville. Had a nice little stretch there in set 2.
Moore serves, too strong. Crump in for Roseville. Swenson back set and swung cross by Katie Revere. 228 kills coming in on the season into today's match. Add another half dozen or so to that total today.
That is just a gorgeous spot. It's inside the donut. That's a hard shot to hit.
Good play by Cox to adjust on that set from Davison. That one, Jesuits floats long.
The hand covering the mouth means she knows she missed one there.
And when you're up 2-0, you're up 11-9, you're not going to sweat too much about it, right?
Right.
Stakoviak serving at Moore. Swenson back set Revere. Blocked by Kopp is wide. Point Wayzata. And not only does a team like Wayzata have a lot of talent, they know where to deliver the ball too, right? Where the weak spots are, or just the angles to play off hands to get points.
They're well disciplined. They know they have all of the shots in their arsenal to hit whatever they need to hit, and it's not okay, this is my shot, and if you can defend that, I don't know what to do. They've all got 2, 3, 4 shots. As we look at the state tournament appearances, Roseville in their 8th state tournament, 4th place in 14 and 15. Great, talented squads those few years, and many years they've had them. I remember they had a woman by the name of Monica Burrich, I believe was her last name, went on to be a big-time basketball player at, I want to say it was Illinois, had a really nice career there, was also a middle blocker, was all-state, and played volleyball for 8 weeks a year. So really nice job for her, and now we see the Wayzata Trojans 51 straight wins since October 12th of 2019, 8th appearance, runner-up in 09, runner-up in 10, and then finally brought home the big gold medal in 19. Scott Jackson here for just about all of them. Not quite that 1975 one, but the rest of them.
Volleyball looked just a little different in 1975 than what we see in 2021. Out of the timeout, it's 13-9 Wayzata here in set 3. Kopp delivers that ball across, going to go to the middle. Swenson setting up Emma Gerger. 6'5" middle delivers.
Gerger's been on this varsity team for at least 3 years. I remember when we covered her a couple years ago when they ended up winning the state title, she was tall and she did a couple things, but she's turned into a fluid, dynamic volleyball player. Does a little bit of everything right now.
A little too strong for Hannah Heffernan on that ball. Wayzata now at 15-9, within 10 points of closing out the match. Veer serving at Kopp. Davison setting up Crump off of Gerger's hands. Wayzata able to handle that. There's Jesuits. She'll get the kill.
There's that tempo again. Swenson just feels it. She knows when her hitters are going to be ready for it, and it goes faster. That ball never got above the third red on the antenna. As a blocker, you just got to hope and pray.
Pushed across by Stakoviak. Jesuits had to run to that ball. Swenson will dump it over. Gondek laying out. Crump will push it to the back row. Swenson to Revere. Gondek with the pass, overpass. Roseville scrambling it over by Crump. Here to Swenson. Dumps it down for the point.
I believe that's her 6th in this match. She hasn't been picked up yet. Every time she's thrown it across, it's scored. Look for her to go again before this one's over, as it is 17-9.
Revere serves long. Sign out Roseville.
Raider fans excited they got to double digits here, or yes, double digits here.
Served by Gondek. Moore picked it up. Vogel. And over by Jesuits. Quick set to the middle. Good job by Revere handling that strong swing from DeVries. Kopp trying to deliver a kill. Revere picked that ball up. Jesuits crossing over. Sometimes when you're a opponent, you do a lot of things well, and it's just hard to sustain it.
Yeah, you can jab at Mike Tyson for a long time, but eventually he's going to get you, and that's exactly what this Trojan team is doing right now. Raiders playing great defense, but eventually Jesuits gets her swing and puts it to the floor.
Off to Sophia Johnson. Serve. Kopp's attack is long. Now we got a point, a tip rather, by Wayzata, and it is a point for Roseville. Beams back in, serving, and here's Swenson. It's set for Gerger, off hands. Kopp. Wayzata catches a piece of that ball. Left side across, and Moore with the kill.
Surgical spot right there. That's an out-of-system ball. She was expecting something tighter. Has to kind of backstep on her L drill there and just barely finds the sideline. Great spot.
Ella Vogel, the All-Metro and All-State libero, delivering an ace serve.
She's really turned it on this high school season. Had a nice club season this past year as well, but really found another level during the high school season here.
Third-year starter for the Trojans. And Wayzata now 5 points away from a first round win, I should say. Goldstein from the middle. That ball's picked up. Top will swing. Revere with the pickup. Swenson will dump another one, and Roseville can't get it over.
Just about ruined her hitting percentage there. Still hitting 1,000 is Swenson on her. I've lost track. It's 7, 8 maybe. And Scott Jackson wants to keep the no-hitter alive, essentially. Bringing in, Jaden Morrison into the game here. Greg Euland with a as we take a look at Vicki Swenson, longtime Hopkins coach, Hall of Famer, and Stella and Olivia's mom. There we see Stella, very excited for her future potential. She's having a heck of a high school season, going to have another great club season in front of her. And as I mentioned in our pregame, probably the premier setter in her age group in the country. There we see her sister, Olivia. Olivia hampered with some hip stuff during last club season, had a surgery, is taking the high school season off, and will be back by the beginning of January, I believe, ready to go. Every time I talk with Mom Vicky about it, she's like, yeah, every time I go to PT, Olivia wants to know if she can play volleyball next week, and got to keep the brakes on her a little bit longer, make sure she can get healthy. It's a long career in front of her. This Wayzata team isn't going anywhere in the next couple of years.
Now we'll go with an ace serve again for Vogel. Yeah, you look ahead, and I know none of these seniors are, but you get the two Swensons and Jesuits, all sophomores, coming back. Sophia Johnson, a junior, and a good crew of younger players that haven't had a chance to hit the court yet, much like the 2019 team when these seniors were sophomores, not many of them playing.
Yep, really good point. And that group didn't play much because they do it in cycles at Wayzata, that's for sure.
Vogel serving well. Roseville having some trouble passing right now. And Wayzata's at 23. Vogel serving again. This one picked up on the front row by Jaden Morrison. And that one is out with the Raiders point.
I think that hit the antenna.
Clark Cox back in for Roseville as Comp gets set to serve. Morrison across. Trying to adjust to that ball. Back set by Davison. And that's down for a point. Back-to-back points here for the Raiders.
They're still fighting. They're still competing.
23-13. Abby Kopp serving back row. Revere. Morrison pushed across by Goldstein. And cross court, and that one wide on the attack from Cox. And now it's match point. Morrison serve too strong. Side out Roseville.
Fluid opportunity here. See if we can get another first ball side out as Wayzata looking to clinch a semifinal berth.
Morrison, quick set. Goldstein, good dig in the back row. Cox pushing it over. Johnson got that. Morrison, there it is.
Good, clean three-set sweep for Wayzata as they advance to the state semifinals. They will await the winner of Rogers and Lakeville North. Rogers just took a 2-1 lead on Lakeville North after dropping the opening set. They came back to win the next two. Looking forward to a great semifinal tomorrow. Great match here today for Wayzata. Roseville excited to be in the state tournament, but just overmatched.
Roseville will get to play another match against the loser of that one coming up tomorrow. So the Raiders will get another chance to play here at XL.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. The Raiders had a good season, playing strong towards the end. Went on a nice little win streak to finish their regular season. We'll see them again tomorrow. And hats off to Greg Hewlin and his staff for putting a great show out there. Those kids played hard, they played fast. But Wayzata, they're in another space. They're in rare air right now.
Trojans now 32-0, and for them, they take care of business in this quarterfinal round. You get all your girls. Okay, you played at XL, you've got that out of the way, and so it's more familiar when you come back for the semifinal match. It should be a little tougher here on Thursday.
Yeah, both the Lakeville North squad and the Rogers team can present some challenges for what Wayzata does and what they like to do. I'm excited to see what we get tomorrow, John.
That will do it for our quarterfinal round coverage of state volleyball. We'll continue to follow Wayzata as long as they continue to win. They'll get another shot again on Thursday afternoon. For Andy Gugelsberg and all of our great crew here in St. Paul today, I'm John Jacobson. It's Wayzata
a 3-set sweep over Roseville in the quarterfinals. They're on to the semifinals tomorrow.